Today's episode is Femfinitum, and here's what we're going to do. We've got a full panel: Miranda Romano, Jillian Garner, Charisse Miller, and Angela Hunter, all from Team Oxford Road, all awesome in their own way, all who I count amongst my friends making the ads work. What is it you guys do at Oxford Road?
I'm the SVP of Media, and over the last year, a big focus for me has been building out our international and our programmatic division.
Oui.
All right. I am Charisse Miller. I am Director of Client Services at Oxford Road, and it is my job to help coordinate the planning, execution, and evaluation of client campaigns, in addition to managing client relationships. So just overall client and brand success.
And are you in charge of getting what you want?
Yeah, absolutely.
We all are.
Do you do that?
Better believe it.
And Jillian?
I'm Jillian Garner. I am an account manager, account lead at Oxford Road in the client services department. Charisse is my direct hire up, and so I do everything that she does.
You also get what you want.
Yeah. But what I want is what the client wants.
That's good. And the most valuable of all skills is getting a person to do what you want them to do because they want to do it.
And it's all in
Tact.
and it's all on how you deliver the message, which is what I do.
Bridge.
Like Stu, I also make the ad work in many different ways, but basically I would say is we as creatives are always trying to make every ad dollar work, and that includes making sure the message works. So a lot of times clients will come to us with an idea, but always with audio, it doesn't always translate when it comes from TV. So our job is to make sure the message works for the audience, it works for the platform, and it also works for the business objective too.
Miranda, what do you think the most important part for media is?
I think there are two most important parts.
Yeah.
And ultimately, it comes down to stewarding those dollars as if they were your own. Whenever we're making a media recommendation, whenever clients come to us with a budget and a brief, we do the utmost due diligence and our research to make sure that if we're recommending a particular show or even a channel, that we have the highest confidence and that we're using data to back that up. And then the second part is once those media recommendations get approved, that we are delivering most favored nation rates, that we've done the best job, and again, are the most diligence possible to make sure we're going in confidently with a rate that we know works. So we've got this database, Orbit, this dashboard that aggregates over $1 billion worth of data. And so that helps us give us insight not only into where things work, but it also helps kind of guide what specific individual shows are actually worth.
So not just getting them a return on their investment.
Correct.
And
ROI,
making smart recommendations.
Yes, exactly.
Charisse, what's the most important part of managing an account?
I would say first, internal communication amongst all of our teams. We act as the liaison between our many different departments to make sure that everyone's on the same page and executing, all of the deliverables that they need to be. And then also externally, obviously, with the clients, making sure that we are maintaining those positive relationships, moving those relationships forward, and ultimately just doing what we can to further their brands along.
Okay, do you want to really answer now? Where's Charisse?
You're the conductor.
No. What do you
She's
mean?
the QB.
You're the conductor. I was going to say the quarterback too, but really is the conductor.
The QBs.
No. What's it really about? Account management.
Managing different personalities.
I kind of feel like we're like a mother. Like your job is to protect. You're utilizing the different resources within the agency, and you're making sure that whether it's creative or media or measurement, that everyone is on their best behavior.
Let's be clear. We're running a daycare over here. That's what we're doing.
Thank you,
Be
Charisse.
nice about it.
Charisse showed up. Charisse is in the chat.
It's herding cats.
We had to get all that
herding
we had to
cats
get all
with
that
kids.
professional stuff off.
Herding
of us.
cats
We're
of different
running a
shelters.
daycare, and we're making sure that the clients don't get angry with us.
How often do you got to get the clients out of their own way?
Oh my gosh, every day. And I'm like, I'm looking at Angela.
Every
day. And you know, it's our job as being the experts in the audio space. You know, a lot of times, you know, they don't have, you know, the expertise that we do, which, you know, we wouldn't exist if they did. So, yeah, it's really an everyday thing. And it's sometimes a really, really steep uphill battle. But yeah, we make it happen.
You do make it happen.
Yeah.
You always do. I was talking about that earlier.
You
always find the side door. Yeah, Charisse is clever. You're very clever. Charisse is your direct boss?
She's my manager.
Oh, I didn't even
She's who I
realize
report
that when
to.
I did this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why? Should I come back later?
Next session.
No, that's super cool. What do you
I feel
think?
like we both should come back because we're all with our managers.
Oh.
What do you think of when you think of account management?
To add on, definitely managing expectations too, because a lot of the times clients will come in with different backgrounds in TV or social, and it's kind of managing their expectations where they're so used to seeing maybe immediate results, and we have to be like, well, you know, audiences need time to trust our ads. They need time to get used to hearing us and hearing this new brand. And then, yeah, managing different personalities. Obviously, there are some clients that are like very nitty gritty and have their hands in every detail. And then there are some clients that are like, I don't know, I trust you. Like whatever you recommend is what we'll go with. That one's really nice.
Those are nice.
But it's also nice when a client really knows what they're talking about. It's kind of the ones in the middle that aren't sure, that you really have to be like, okay, but come over to this side because this is the way to go. And sometimes they like to do fun tests that we don't recommend. And then we have to backtrack and be like, see, that's why we should have done the other thing.
Whenever I'm about to do something, I think, would an idiot do that? And if they would, I do not do that thing.
But yeah, it's just a lot of different personalities to juggle and different goals to juggle as well.
It sure is.
Mm-hmm.
Business is always personal.
It wasn't personal. Business is always personal.
Yes. I strongly use the term, it's not personal, it's just business a lot. So
It's not personal, Sonny. It's strictly business.
Big fan of the
Our
Office
first
over
debate.
here. I'm a big fan of
Let's get into it.
big fan of that.
you're
Well,
like,
what
I'm
I
not
mean is,
superstitious, but I'm a little stitious.
I'm just a little bit stitious.
I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
Well, there's people it's funny that the limiting factor you're bringing up is personalities,
Yeah, there's a lot.
which you don't get from AI.
No, you do not. And none
that's
of our
what we talk
listeners
about.
are AI. None of our clients are AI.
Right. So that's why I'm saying it's always personal.
Yeah,
Is you're always
that's
dealing
true.
with people.
Fair.
I do feel like it's the people with the best people skills that go the furthest,
That's fair too. Yeah.
not the rules skills.
Yeah. They say hire divas because divas will control the teams and like get shit actually done to a higher level. So I love that.
So you're a diva.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I'm like, are you talking about me?
yeah. Yes.
I was like, Sheree?
What do you think?
I think Stu's the diva.
You think?
Oh, that's
I'm sitting in a photo. I'm sitting in
I was
a
like,
photo.
no.
That's a diva.
What about you? Most important part of creative?
That's
Not our agency, not like in, or in general, whatever.
I think I'll answer that two ways.
Yes.
One way in our agency, I think just audio in general is just a lot of explanation. That's where I think a lot of my, I would say workload, but I would say a lot of my effort goes towards education and, explaining why, a certain ad has to run a certain way, whether if it's pharma or if it's gambling or if it's a highly regulated category. We have to be able to hit this mark with these words. I think that's a lot of part of my day-to-day. I think overall in advertising in general, I think it's a lot of understanding why this message is running here. I think some people question that, but they don't really do the data to actually figure out why that is the best message. I think they just run it because the sake of a sale or the sake of, this is something that we feel is resonating with our audience, but is it the best message for that channel?
Precisely. And audio is very unique. I have in my hands best practices for marketing effective Effectiveness Leaders in Advertising Measurement Firms by Pierre Bouvard. Have you heard of him? Cumulus Media, Westwood One. And this thing is, I printed 4 pages a page, but it's 27 pages of creative best practices. To your point, that's specific to audio. Because audio does work a different way. I mean, it's weird as audio is becoming video, that is changing things as well. But obviously this is the only podcast, Ad Infinitum is the only podcast all about audio ads, how they work and how to make them work better. It's kind of evolving. And this episode in particular is Femfinitum, because obviously you guys are all women.
Right. Yes.
Maybe.
Good.
And so I wanted to talk about that.
How dare you assume our genders?
Exactly. So I grew up with 2 brothers, and then I have 2 daughters. So, and I was never much of one for like, it was never on my mind much about like women or men being treated differently. Like I had girl cousins, and we all grew up. I'm from Kansas. I grew up on the farm, and I didn't have a big gender role or something in my mind. You know what I mean? But as I've had daughters and I've watched them grow up, I did recognize, and this isn't just a gender issue, but I was like, Batman looks just like me. Superman looks just like me. Up in President Obama, every president of the United States looks just like me.
President Obama looks like you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
President Obama looks just like me.
Right.
That's good. That's funny.
You're like, that's me. We're the same.
I was like, what? They did the SNL skit where it was Daniel Day-Lewis playing President Obama, but it was President Obama.
Was it hard playing Obama? I'll be honest, yeah, it was.
Your twin.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you mistake me for him when I walked in the door?
I almost did.
You were like, is that the former president?
Doppelganger.
Yeah.
No, never mind.
Anyway, my point is, then it started dawning on me, you know, especially having daughters. I was like, oh, wow, there's this whole other thing going on. What I'm curious about is with you guys being like women in advertising or women in business or just women, with it being Femfinitum, how much does that enter the equation? And I can start.
Great.
Yes.
Yeah, let us speak. Yes, you start.
Yes, I'm going to let you speak.
That's
Yeah,
what I want.
Can we make that the title of the episode? Let us speak.
No, she's already, it doesn't matter. Keep throwing vegetables at me.
Okay.
I was talking to a woman, I think it was at the agency recently, but it was about negotiating. And it was, in my experience, in negotiating with women, it's been so much easier than negotiating with guys. I'm able to push them once, and that's pretty much it. With guys, it turns into a whole back and forth. And I was telling her, I was like, don't do that. Like, don't just fold, because like, I'm just talking like, you know, whatever. From my experience, like they say this, I counter, and then it's like, oh, that was easy. Oh, okay. Where when in negotiating with men, it's always been way more of a struggle. So that's me cracking it open to talk about the uncomfortable stuff. What about you guys?
Oh, if you want to go, I
Go, Diva.
Well, I mean, it was interesting. It was interesting hearing your perspective, because it's, you know, the man-on-man negotiation. I think maybe that's where you feel a lot of the friction. I personally, and I mean, you work in meaning you like have spent, I don't know, the last umpteen years negotiating. So maybe you can, you know, shed some light on this. But I personally don't feel like it's, you know, been a challenge either way, getting what I want from male or female
You always
side.
do what you want for my team. There's no question.
Yeah. So I don't know. In that sense, I don't really, I don't really feel a difference. I haven't. Yeah.
So we could have an entire podcast episode on the topic, and whether it's nature versus nurture. Women are more likely to be caretakers, nurturers. They want to make sure, you know, everyone wins, and they look out for themselves much less so than men. I think men look out to take care of themselves. So there's a little more ego involved. But like anything involved, it is, right, as you know, Stu sits there with a picture of himself.
Of myself.
Not all men,
I'm
right?
getting a bigger picture.
Not all men. You've got daughters, you understand, kind of. But with anything in life, it is what you make of it. And I would be sitting here lying if I didn't say that there were not unconscious or conscious biases, systemic barriers. Like there are things, but I take accountability for myself. I take radical ownership. I'm not going to let those things slow me down. And I think you're the same way. We take command. We take ownership. We're going to advocate for ourselves and we're going to advocate for what is right. But yeah, I think for sure women have to work a little bit harder. And it starts with just kind of being aware of those things.
So here's a question. I remember Alan Jones was on like one of the first media roundtables, the founder of Bambi. Mm-hmm. And it was right after like George Floyd and the BLM stuff. Like that was one of the first like episodes that Dan did. And Alan had said, this clumsily unrelated, but whatever, I want to talk about this stuff. Alan was like, I don't wake up and the first thing he doesn't think he's black first thing. Mm-hmm. He's a man.
Right.
Yeah.
What I'm wondering is like, because I'm coming from the outside. I actually was in theater in college.
Okay.
And we did what was the name of that play? It was some Shakespearean play, but all the guys dressed as girls and all the girls dressed as guys.
And you don't remember what play?
Midnight Summer Stream.
I was Senior Baptista.
Oh, that's
Taming of the Shrew.
All right.
You can't bang the table.
Can you tell me all the rules you have for me? Do you have
It's
the
the
rule book?
studio's rules. They had 2 rules.
It is the studio.
Anyway, Taming of the Shrew. Love it. Good show.
So I was in the Taming of the Shrew. I was dressed as a girl.
Good
As a
job.
woman.
How'd you feel?
With a mask on.
How'd you feel about it?
I felt great. It didn't really bother me.
Good.
It didn't bother me at all. It didn't bother me.
Mm-hmm.
I promise.
Okay.
Do you want to unpack that?
Yeah. Seemed like it.
Where was I going with this?
I don't know.
When you're outside of the thing, you have a better view on the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or you have a different view on the thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is it even a thing to be a woman in business?
I mean,
In advertising, you know what I mean?
I feel very lucky that I am a part of a generation where in the thousands of years of women existing, this is the first time where we have full freedom over everything in our lives. So like I graduated college in 2020 and like I don't feel like I got any less opportunities because I was a woman. I don't feel like I have been less listened to in a room because I'm a woman, but I do think that that is a privilege that comes from this newer generation. I'm sure if you talk to my mom or any other person, then they would have a completely different answer. But in school, when I was growing up, there was no understanding of, oh, well, you know, these people might be smarter than you or might have more opportunities than you and everything. Like I can acknowledge that this is a very privileged viewpoint to have, but I grew up with my dad and my brother. I have all boy cousins mainly. Like I've always been in rooms with men and I have never felt like my opinion has been less heard. Maybe that's because I'm very loud. Mm-hmm. So
what?
Mm-hmm. So I think I've had the privilege of growing up with the confidence that I'm meant to be in any room that I'm in. Mm-hmm. So I hope that confidence radiates so that the men in the room also respect me.
It sounds like it's more of a non-issue.
It's just not something I really think about. Like if I see a Zoom and it's all men, I'm just like, oh, okay, whatever.
It doesn't even enter the...
It doesn't. Not for me.
Yeah.
I think it's situational, honestly. I think because we work in communications, which is, I think, very heavily female concentrated, we probably don't see it as much as maybe women who work in construction, automotive, other male driven fields. I mean, get on an airplane. Who's in the front seat on the left side?
The captain.
Yes, but what gender is that individual?
A man.
90% of the time. I'm not going to say the stat, but I'm going to say.
I'm trying to think if I've ever seen a female pilot.
I have like once, maybe.
I think
No, that I've noticed. I didn't really think it. Like, if I've ever noticed.
You
would
in the cockpit. I don't really think about it.
I try to look in the cockpit.
I do.
I try to get a look out and to see who's
Like,
flying me.
Stu's knocking on the door.
Yeah. I want to just get it. It's like a sniff test. I'm just kind of like,
No, because
okay.
if they're ex-Navy, you're going to fall down on that runway when they drop that
Yeah,
plane.
because they come in.
Oh, yeah. It's ex-Navy pilots basically land a plane like they're dropping it on a carrier.
Wait, now I'm going to be going up to the pilots and be like, Navy?
Yeah.
Exactly. You want to know.
Air Force will be soft.
Air Force is the best.
Yeah.
They're coming right in.
They're coming very soft.
Navy's going to make sure they hit the aircraft carrier.
Yeah, and you're going to feel it in your L7.
No, my L5 is fractured.
Okay, you were making a good point. So you're saying we're in a specific industry that is more
I think
woman
there's
focused.
more. I think there's more weight that we hold within this industry, but I think it is situational in some regards because there are moments like, how many of the brands that I cover are probably geared toward women? How many of those male brands are being covered by somebody who's an individual named Chad, who is a man? He's got a lot of male skewing brands, but that's kind of a bias, but it's obviously intentional because we want to give the best output. So there is some sort of bias there in the sense that, like, if this is a male skewing brand, we should have a male copywriter.
Maybe that's why it's so on my mind is that we're so gender focused in our line of work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we're always talking about it.
Male, female skewing. All of that jazz.
Like, who's the audience? Like, we really do.
I do also think that it has to do with company culture. Like, I know other women who work in other companies in marketing or social or whatever, and they have a completely different experience from me. Like, I do think that I've been lucky enough to be in the Veritone, then Oxford Road world where, like, my first manager, my first person that I went to was a woman. And then any of the higher ups, like Courtney is one of the heads of podcast, and Hillary. Like, there are a lot of women in our company specifically that I had to look up to and to ask questions, and because this was my first job out of college.
So I think it's industry, company, but I also think if you look at the org chart, like, I'm just thinking like the highest executives at the publishers that we work with, men.
That's true.
So
they are the keeper of the key.
I think we do a good job at, like, a lot of the, like, middle managers, like, female, but, like, what happens across the board, the higher up you go.
That's very
There's
true.
less women in the boardroom.
Yep.
That's very true.
Absolutely. Why?
Ego. To tie
Probably
back.
a lot of, where I think there are a lot of reasons.
How's that work?
A lot of,
But-
like what you were saying earlier, how a lot of men are more
assertive.
But more self-serving.
Right.
They're pushing themselves closer up that ladder.
They just
women
wanna
are
be up
actually
that
trying to
ladder.
make things easier and work in the spot that they're at.
Correct.
So they wouldn't be promoted because
And
they're
take
making
care of
it.
others.
And at the end of the day,
within
as
their
much
teams.
as sorry.
And making sure everything's equitable.
Making sure the client's happy.
Correct.
Yeah.
And again, it goes, like, as a mom, like, it's sort of in my nature. Like,
Exactly.
I have a daughter. I'm always going to make sure she eats first. She gets taken care of first.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And so I think it's, to your point, like, does it impact you? It's like, do you let it impact you?
Yeah.
Like, women need to be a little bit more conscious about taking those behaviors that we have at home and as mothers and caretakers and sort of, like, switching it off a bit or, like, reeling it in.
Yeah.
But also knowing when to play it up. Like, I think women in general have really strong emotional intelligence, and that has value, especially in the era of AI. And so it's being hyper aware and knowing when to play it up and when to reel it in.
Yeah, I agree. I think that that's part of the reason why, to go back to your original question of when do you feel that there is a difference in the room, I think that in dealing with so many personalities, in the first initial Zoom, you can kind of gauge, okay, is this client who's a man going to trust me or is he not? And then you kind of, figure out, okay, well, how do I navigate this very masculine personality that might be a little misogynistic? Okay, I need to make sure that my insights and these calls are structured in this way so that he knows I'm on top of my shit. Whereas, sorry, I don't know if we're allowed to cuss. So I know I'm on top of my stuff.
It just gets marked as explicit.
Whereas, like, other clients that are all females, like, it's more relaxed and it's more chill, and I feel like there's less pressure.
That's, I actually, because I was on the account side, the hardest like people
No.
that I've had to deal with on the account side actually have been women.
Yeah.
No, actually,
Yeah.
as I
They,
said
they
that,
actually are like, I want to see the proof. Like, sell me.
no, actually,
And
as
they have
I
higher
said that,
expectations.
I was like, wait, I literally thought of a client, and I was like, oh, actually, never mind. I think again, I've just been really, really lucky.
My guess would be that probably if you can be, there's more women you can be more relaxed with than men. There's a higher likelihood you'll have the analytical, aggressive male or whatever, and you have to somehow gamify that.
Yeah.
As opposed to the pool of women, there's probably more women you can let your hair
There's
down
more
with.
work.
No.
I wouldn't
Or
say
is that
that.
not-
Like,
no?
it's
No.
more like for one of my clients, it's like 4 girls that are always on the call. So I know that I can kind of go on and be like, how was Coachella? Like, how was Stagecoach? Did you have a good time? Whereas, like, if it's another client where it's like one man and I know that I'm speaking to him, like, I'll be like, did you watch the game last night? Like,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
Yeah, I
it's just
did.
changing so that they feel more comfortable with you, and then that trust can be built. Yeah.
That's good. So that's personalities.
Yeah.
I think as women, we're more chameleons than men. That's the thing, is that we try a lot
1000%.
harder
Absolutely.
to fit into the room, while men are just bulldozing into it and saying, make space, I don't care. Women are doing it softly because that's in our nature as the softer sex. So I think we take that approach with everything we do, so that we don't come in with somebody angry with us. We come in with the softer presence and build that trust, not forcing it down their throat.
Yeah, I agree.
Definitely. I mean,
Because men do not like it when you force something down their throat.
the,
They go,
Well, sometimes you need to.
that's very, no, that's very
well, I
take
want to
it.
get back to why you guys so strongly went,
Because on the client level, like, we get all kinds of people. But I think Miranda hit on something where it's like the higher up you go, the more and more male it gets. And personally, the times that I have actually like felt, not, but just kind of felt or noticed, that disparity was like in a meeting with all C levels. And it's like, oh, like, you're like in the Brady Bunch on the Zoom, and then you're like, they're all
Men.
and then I'm here, and then it's like it's like, oh, this is interesting makeup here, and I think at the end of the day, as much as we talk about like, okay, men and their egos and bumping heads and all of that, at the end of the day, you're gonna find boys clubs everywhere.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
that is something that I have seen like play out very unfairly towards women.
now we're talking.
yeah.
Yes.
And it's like,
That's all I'm saying.
yeah.
I'm like, and now I'm gonna stop.
Yeah.
Reel it in.
And then it's like, how well can you play in the boys club? If
Well,
like
have you
have to
seen
be
that
around?
though, Miss 2020?
Well, why are we calling out my age all the time? When did you
Because you
graduate?
led with that.
Did I lead with it?
You did.
Whatever. What's the question?
Well, you're like, hey, we're beyond all that.
No, I'm not. I'm saying I've had a very privileged
her
in my
experience.
In her
experience.
experience.
I'm not saying
Good
that that's
point.
the general.
Yeah.
Good point.
That's why I said like
Good point.
I have friends in other.
I'm up to.
Okay, well,
I'm
let
caught up.
me expand.
Please, I would
That's
like
why
to.
I said I have other friends in different companies where it's like they do have a lot of like I have a friend at BlackRock, and it's like constantly a battle to get her name in the mix, and like constantly a battle to be considered trustworthy, like so that she knows what she's talking about, even though she has a degree in business and all that jazz. So I was specifically saying about my experience,
Which has been great, it sounds like.
which has been all sunshine and rainbows.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
But I did feel that, like, for the last podcast that we did together, I was like, oh, I'm coming in the boys club. It's like me, and then like you, Kyle,
Yes.
Neil, and I was just like, okay, sick,
Yes.
sweet.
You did great.
Thank you.
That's why I asked you to be on this one.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Are you gonna ask me to come again?
Now you're on the girls club.
Best
Well,
of both
and-
worlds.
Let's
Maybe.
take him
Here's
out.
one thing to clarify. We bought you.
I
bought
did
you
want
off
to
the
say,
island.
Yeah.
so my oldest daughter's going to college, which is cool. And then the younger one is a sophomore. But it is funny, like these stereotypes, because I grew up with brothers, and it very much was like, you have a conflict, or even with other guys growing up, and you have the fight and it's over, and then you're friends. Like really. And with the girls, I'm like, oh my gosh, they are so mean and so cunning. And so, like, you're saying the chameleon thing, and I see it with their friend groups.
Yeah. Well,
And I'm like, and I watch them all, and like, they'll, get one, or there's the one girl. I'm like, they hate her. Doesn't she know? Doesn't she know? Like, Chloe, they hate you, Chloe. You shouldn't be in the car. But Chloe wants to come every time.
Hopefully, Chloe's not listening.
I know.
I made up Chloe. So I do see that. I'm trying to think in the workplace, though, if I see it. Frankly, I mean, so I don't know if this is a me thing or a culture thing, but I don't, it is not in my mind much. But like I brought up, like the one thing, in the last couple of weeks, I did stop and think, and I was like, oh, that's funny. Most of the time I feel like I have to arm wrestle a guy. And with a woman, maybe it's so that we collaborate easier. We're collaborating, actually. And with a guy, I have to fight him. Right? It's his way or it's my way. And they're actually helping me when I'm working with a woman. It's like we're getting to a better outcome.
Yeah.
I think as women too, we have to come when we are interfacing with a man, like Jillian said, with like documentation, proof, stats, because I think the brain of a man is very like, we need all these things in order to make that decision. And while women, I think we're just naturally social. So we're honestly like, let's talk about it. Let's be communicative about what we think is the best option here and make it a collaborative decision. While men are like, no, I want to make the decision, but I need all this information, or it's my way or the highway.
I need a lot of information.
You know?
I'm like, I want to see the numbers. Like, sell me on it.
Yes.
Sell me on it.
Yeah.
This
But
is
I do
helpful
think there's
for me,
an
though,
intuitive
Angela.
piece.
Is it?
Yeah, there's
There's an
intuitive
intuitive,
piece.
but like, bring the data.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Bring the
And-
data, and I'm gonna fight hard for my position.
Yes.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
for
tell you
sure.
exactly what I think and how this should go.
But what's interesting, and I said this out there, like, I get deemed aggressive a lot. And it's like, am I aggressive? Or
No,
am I
Miranda.
taking command?
Passionate. Oh yeah.
Correct.
No.
Or am I assertive? Like, is it because I'm a woman?
Let's find out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Miranda,
I've been accused of the same thing.
Me
Same.
too.
Yeah.
Me too.
raise your
And
hand
it's
if you've ever
fine.
been assertive.
You know, I'd rather be aggressive than
It's
passive,
like,
but I'm
stay
not
in your
aggressive.
place. Like
Yeah. And then it's like, well, if I were a man,
right.
Right.
No,
And
which
which
was
was
expected.
expected.
Yeah, that would not be.
I'm sure you guys have heard that one where, like, if you ask a crowd of women, a crowd of men and women, how many of you have been called bossy?
Oh my.
yeah.
Women will raise their hand.
like, yes.
Actually,
I've
I
never been called bossy.
I just
no
told my
man will raise
therapist
his
that the
hand.
other day.
Yeah.
I was
But
like,
the point is,
bossy.
like, that there is where it lies a little. Is that, well, that's interesting. So this whole group of people, when they take command, they're told boss. There's so negative connotation. In this group, it's like, well, of course they're gonna do. That's the guy. That's the guy.
He's just straightforward.
That's his role.
Yeah.
That's what he should
That's
be
what,
doing.
that's exactly. That's what
Yeah.
he should be doing.
Yeah. Directness in our POV or coming towards a man comes off as bossy. Directness from a man is just taking the initiative.
Yeah. I definitely do have a conscious effort when I like say I'm on an internal call and it is like there's a fire that we're putting out and it's all hands and all that stuff, and like I'm very direct, very much like, okay, give me this number please, this number next, this number, and then I'll catch myself and be like, let's soften it a bit. And then I'll be like, okay, guys, well, let me know if you need anything. Have the best day. Here's a little forehead kiss. Go crush the day.
I find myself doing that as well because I'm like, oh
I
wait,
have to
you're
catch myself.
a little intense.
Yeah.
Bring it back and okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. But it's also like the job is a lot of tact. It's a lot of how do we leave any conversation, internal or external, with both sides smiling.
Business is always personal. See, you actually
Okay, you
believe
proved your
that.
point.
Well, I'm
That's
saying you actually
thought.
think that. That's how you operate.
Yeah,
so
but
why
at
do you
the end
think
of
you
the
say
day,
business isn't personal?
Because
when you actually
because
operate,
you can't take it personally.
I cannot take business personally, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
you
like-
can't. Don't take it personal.
No, like if I say, hey, that copy's not good for the client, you can't be like, but I really like the copy. You would be like, oh, okay, it's not good for the client. Cool, like let's work on it. Not like, you don't like my copy?
Don't
That
be
is kind
sensitive.
of how I do it. That
Don't
is-
be sensitive.
Well, she knows I've got a box on my office, and my ego goes in the box.
Oh.
So it's this little green malachite box because malachite's for
yeah.
transformation. But so it's about this big. And I was like, one time, my younger daughter, this is a few years ago, probably 6 or 7 years ago. So she was probably 10 or so. And she came in, she goes, what's that for? I go, oh, my ego goes in there. She goes, That's not big enough for your ego.
Clocked it. Clocked it.
Yeah.
Love that.
We should have her on.
We're making the same point. You can't take it personally. My point is that you're dealing with a bunch of people that are probably going to take it personally.
Yeah.
Well, you're also
I can't, like,
in the creative department. Like
Correct.
you are literally putting in creative energy from yourself. Like there's really not another department that's doing that.
Correct.
That's
So it makes sense that you would take it personally because you're
Right.
like, well, you don't like my writing.
It's more subjective.
Yeah,
than-
exactly. Then like, hey,
perhaps
this
some of the work that
ROI
we
is
do,
too low.
yeah.
Let's cut the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that makes
It's a
sense
different
that
animal.
we
Yeah.
would have to have a more compartmentalized just work, like just day to day. We just have to compartmentalize a lot more where like your whole thing is personal.
We're trying to connect
Yeah.
to other people.
Right.
Yeah.
We're
Well,
writing
this
for
has been
humans.
good. Any final thoughts for
I mean, are we done?
we're going to grade some ads.
Oh,
That's the meat and potatoes.
talk about subjective.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Right. That's what this show's all about. But since this was Femfinitum, and yeah, for all you guys, like all of you, I know Jillian, we've just gotten to know each other, but none of it's like, yeah, I'm self-auditing. Like it doesn't enter my mind that you're women first. You know what I mean? Like you're just who you are to me.
Yeah.
And I actually think to your point, like I think you're representative because of you are younger. You're representative more of the zeitgeist of like where the entire collective unconscious is. Where I think the collective unconscious is more there, where it's just like whatever.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
I mean, if I did
I think-
meet a man now that was like, well, I mean, you're a woman, I'd be like, excuse me?
What?
Yeah.
Get back to 1950, brother. What are we talking about?
then
You
he
have a
lights a
job?
cigarette.
Anchor man, not anchor lady.
He's like, go get my bag.
Yeah.
Toots."
Come
Yeah.
here, see? I was like, what the hell? That's crazy to have that opinion now. So
Exactly. So we're in a good spot. But any advice? Actually, for young professional women out there, do you have advice?
Speak up. Don't be afraid to speak up.
Yeah.
Advocate for yourself. Don't second guess. Just do it.
be loud.
Be embarrassed. I tell everyone on my team, be embarrassed you didn't ask. Be embarrassed you didn't ask.
That's good.
Go for it.
Be embarrassed you didn't ask.
Yes,
us.
it's so cheesy, but like shoot for the moon. What is it like? Shoot for the
'cause
moon.
even
At
if
least
you
you'll
miss,
land among the stars.
Les
I like
Brown.
that.
Like it's so true. Just go for it. Go hard.
Go hard. I like that.
But
Be embarrassed that you didn't ask is
correct. But like make sure you know your stuff. Like if you're gonna ask, like have what you need to back it up.
Yeah.
Because then you
Okay.
just embarrass yourself.
Be prepared for the opportunity you're asking for.
Correct.
Yeah. I would say be unapologetically you,
good. Mm-hmm.
but also have the self-awareness to know who you are.
I know exactly what you mean.
I would say always come with a POV. It may not always be correct,
Yes.
but sometimes an alternate
Yeah.
opinion
that's another
can
one.
help move the conversation in a way that maybe someone who wasn't in the room before couldn't.
And I want to park on that one for a second because I feel like that in the AI age, which is basically just we can now go get a better answer and more information even faster than ever before. Great. Okay, fine. Like we've really got to have a point. You've got to have a point of view.
Yeah.
You can't just be the person going, here's the deliverable.
Yeah.
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 You've got
Back
to
it up.
have some thought about why it's good. So that's good. Point of view. What about you?
I think just be a sponge to absolutely everything, everyone. See how your higher ups are talking with internal and external people. Like, if there's any term you don't know, ask, keep a record of it. Just be absolutely a sponge for every aspect because you never know if, oh, now I know a lot about digital stuff. Maybe I want to go more to the digital side, or like you just never know like where a path is going to take you. So just absorb absolutely everything you can.
This is great advice. Okay, so now we're going to grade some ads. That's what this show's all about because what I found was, and I'm sure you guys have experienced this, is a lot of times like presentations, client calls, talking with internal teams, talking with the client is a lot of theory and a lot of ideas and opinions. And it was like, let's just listen to some ads. Like what, can we just listen to 3 of your air checks? Because a lot of times any of us, myself included, will go long in the tooth describing it. And it's like, you just listen to it. And all of a sudden the conversation, like I can think of one advertiser who was advertising on the Joe Rogan podcast, and a massive piece of their ad, who they're going to remain nameless, if any of you guys figure out who I'm talking about. Massive piece of their ad is a disclaimer. Now, it's one thing to talk about it, one thing to even show it in writing, but to sit in a room and to play a night, like whatever, I guess just over a 60-second ad, and 40 seconds is disclaimer, and you make them sit there. Like, now we can have a conversation. So that's what we're going to do right now. Before we get into the ads, quick note on where these are coming from. We pulled these from Podscribe. If you want to see what we're seeing, you can go to podscribe.com/adinfinitum. They've got a custom demo set up specifically for listeners and viewers of this show.
We love Podscribe. We love it. We use it a lot.
We do.
use it a lot. It's great for attribution, for air checks, for planning, all of the above.
All right, so we're going to listen to the ads. Okay, so the way I do it is, because you guys all actually know, this is wild. You're all actually Oxford Road people. Everybody
Not
else.
ChatGPT or Claude. Was there
We're actual robots.
Like other creatives, this is like, you guys know, so you'll really get what I'm saying. So I go into Podscribe, and then I just sort by top spenders over the last month.
Okay.
And then I literally just click on it, and then I click on the first show that comes up and the first ad. Because I'm trying to remove any sort of like bias from it to just go, because my theory is this. It's not necessarily that like Charisse is listening to a podcast she wants to listen to. It's like, maybe you're listening to a podcast at home and your friend comes over, like the random listening to of an ad, that every ad isn't listened to by the exact, we're targeting this person and this people named Jeff on Tuesdays on Manhattan. It's like, no, all different people could hear the ad. So it's just like, how does it sound in the wild? So for the first one, and I have the Audiolytics scores, but I'm going to hold those back until you guys have given your scores.
Are we doing a percentage out of 100?
However you want to do it.
Okay.
Most of the time, I'd say over like 45 episodes of this, it's kind of settled down to 1 out of 10 is what most people do. But I did have a creative from, what was her name? Chelsea Campbell from SiriusXM, Studio Resonate at SiriusXM. She
Friend of the podcast. Friend of the show.
That's your camera over there.
Friend of the show.
Yeah, there you go. Friend of the show. Follow Chelsea Campbell. I don't even know. Anyway, she did like,
Shout out Chelsea.
Shout out to Chelsea. She did smash that subscribe button. She did. Chelsea, I think, graded in colors.
Oh, wow.
So she decided to go. Yeah, it's like, all right, you're earning your stripes as a creative. 1 out of 10 is almost.
Okay.
All right, we got to get that. Well, let's go. This part we do fast. I find, in fact, it seems to work better when we do it a little bit quicker. So let me make sure I've got my scorecards locked and loaded. All right. So like I said, first ad. This is in the last month. This is in podcast. And what we're going to do is we'll grade them, and then we'll give some recommendations for the people that are placing dollars in these channels on like what we recommend, and then we'll get out of here. So
cool.
First guy is for America Cures. Oh, these were the top spenders with the biggest change month over month.
Okay.
So like I sorted by top spenders and then by a percent change.
Okay.
Because I wanted to see the problem is if I go by top spenders, I basically get a bunch of Oxford Road clients.
Oh.
And I try to leave them out of the show.
But then I was
You
going
wanna
to
grade
say,
your own
we don't
homework.
know how these performed.
Nope.
Because I've heard some really booty ads and then been like, oh my God, this is our top performer this week.
Exactly.
Wow.
Thank you for saying that.
What is a booty
I know.
ad? Is that a generational thing?
I just didn't know how to say a shitty
Bad.
ad.
She said bad.
It's bad.
It was just
It's bad.
It's just booty hole. It was just bad. Like,
Showing my age.
It was bad.
Like, what is a D? Yeah, literally. I thought about doing the impression, but it was,
Do it.
no.
Come on.
No, I'm good.
You good?
I'm settled grading colors.
Okay. All right. So this is America Cures. Yeah. All right. Here we go.
America leads the world in medicine development. It matters. We get new medicines first, nearly 3 years faster. 5 million Americans go to work because we make medicines here at home. And not relying on other countries keeps us safe. But China is racing to overtake us. Will we let them, or will we choose to stay ahead? When America leads, America cures. Let's tell Washington to keep us in the lead.
Learn how at americacures.com. Paid for by pharma.
5.5. Sick.
2.
Black.
Right at it.
Honestly, why are we grading it?
Oh, wait,
That
you
was
guys are
awful.
too fast.
I got
Okay,
more
all
to
right,
say
wait.
about the content,
All right,
actually.
Sorry,
Yeah.
you said 5.5.
Yeah.
All right, Charisse.
2.
Okay. Out of 10, right? We're doing out
Yeah.
of 10. Yeah. Miranda, what'd you?
Black.
Is that supposed to be dead?
I know you're dead. I agree.
Okay, black. All right. And Angela?
2.5.
Wow, you guys are
All right.
generous.
No, I didn't think I'd be the nice one.
All right. Okay, so that was on, I guess, yeah, this is so crazy. You guys know all this stuff. That was on the Anfield Index podcast, which is about a football team, about a soccer team. Does anybody recognize this podcast name?
No.
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
Okay, all right, let's just move to the next one. All right, this is Lowe's.
Oh.
And Lowe's was on the Buckeye Scoop.
Ohio
so,
State.
so it's interesting to me that
Do you want to know why we rated it so low?
we'll get to that. I want to have a point of
okay.
comparison.
Okay.
I mean, I think we all know why. I mean, it's so low that it's not worth talking about. Like, I feel like
I mean, it was just like
So bad.
so unpersonal. Like they didn't. There was no
She's gonna tell you
anecdote
anyways.
about. This is why you, the listener, should care. It
Right.
was like we, the company.
Yeah.
It's like who cares? Anyway,
I mean,
Are we going to get to it?
there wasn't
now,
much
are we
there.
going to be talking about it now?
Yeah, we're talking about it right now. Go ahead.
Okay, so in addition to
I'm gonna
America
forget.
who
Cures.
cares, then like the only I guess motivator like that they're pulling on with the listener is like China. Like, do you want China to beat us? And now it's like, you know, China enters the chat and now it's like become like a nationalism thing.
Sounds like
Correct.
a space
It's
race.
politics.
It's like, come on.
It's like is this a political
Yeah,
ad?
yeah.
And
Yeah.
then also, I mean, who has let me not say this, but I just
Say
think
it.
the sense of nationalism currently, you know, in our
You think?
country is, you know, I don't know if that's like the best angle to take there.
It's not. It's not a movable message, I think, right now.
Well, like the dark part of me when it said, let me see here, Americans go to work because we need medicines at home, not relying on other countries, keeps us safe.
I mean,
But China is
Lies.
racing to overtake us. Will we let
You ever
them
been
or
to
will we choose?
I mean, right.
Okay. When America leads, America cures. And then I thought, cut to a bunch of bombs.
Oh.
Not to us, I don't know, bombing a girl's school.
You just got cured.
It's like Pete Hegseth.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just thinking about like that law that protects Monsanto, a German company, from spraying our crops with poison.
Yeah.
Like, really? America leads? Like, we are the worst.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're the
We
worst.
are the worst.
Yes.
I was
Okay,
gonna
this
curse,
one didn't
but I don't
land.
wanna get the
Literally
explicit.
poison.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
let's do
Yes.
this. Let's do this. So we just all
At least China
came in
cares
on the
about their
message.
citizens.
Correct.
Yeah,
Thank you.
like, maybe we
should
want to be in
right.
China.
Exactly.
Maybe
Maybe we
yes.
do.
I
Yes,
kind
do
of
want
would like-
China.
Yeah, anywhere other than America when it comes to healthcare.
They get like 6 months of paternity
know.
leave and maternity leave.
Right.
I'm just
I
gonna
know
say
the mother
that.
has to like stay in a home for a whole month and not do it. I was just like, you know what?
Yeah.
That sounds like a
To be taken
dream.
care of. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask this though.
Birth rates declining.
Let's just say it was not for America Cures.
Yeah.
Let's say it was for IBM leads the world in computer development. It matters. We get new computers first. Nearly 3 years faster. 5 million Americans go to work because we make computers here at home. And not relying on other countries keeps us safe. But China is racing to overtake us. Will we let them or will we choose to stay ahead? When IBM leads, IBM makes computers. Let's tell Washington to keep us in the lead. My point is there's no message either.
No,
Like
there's no
regardless
hope.
of there's nothing like you're even like what?
It's the fear mongering. You're using fear mongering and thinking that it is your best weapon in this message.
Well, I'm
That's
saying
the
there's not
problem.
even a mess. There
No,
is
there's
no
no
mess.
I'm saying the lack of message is the fear monger. That's what it is.
It's like, let's beat them before they get here without anything behind it. Like, what
Yeah.
are
Yeah,
you doing?
it's
What
like,
are
I
you
don't
doing
even
this
understand
for?
what we're really trying to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
And as a listener, I'll hear that and be like, that sounds like a you problem. Like, why
Yeah.
why do I care about
Right.
what IBM does?
Right.
I don't have stocks in it. So
Yeah.
Okay. So this one's pretty bad.
yeah,
Yeah,
All right,
that's
I'm
the
going to tell you
worst.
the Audiolytics score. The Audiolytics score was a 63.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's down there. It's not as down. Like I feel like it should be worse. Like I feel like You guys are all in a circle around it, kicking it, and like it should be lower.
Spitting on it.
Yeah, like 63. You think you're 63?
Wait, AI's being nicer about it. I'm so shocked.
You know, exactly.
Where is it landing in positioning? Like, I have to understand where are we at with
Let me
that?
see. On positioning, it's at. It gave it 7 out of 10.
Oh, no.
Desired future U.S. leading in medicine development against reliance on other countries. That's how it's the U.S. versus China. And to me, if I was thinking of the target audience, which would be people that are interested in nationalism, that is a great. Actually, it does. It's like, we got to beat the Chinese. We have to beat the Chinese. So there's strong emotional hooks there.
I hate being number one all the time. It's kind of tiring. Let China be number one for a little bit.
Also not number one.
Yeah.
We're just lying.
Yeah, which is funny. I'm like, technically that's
propaganda.
False advertising if we're going to chalk that up.
Yeah, literally.
That podcast should be embarrassed for accepting that ad.
We need to send Cures America a letter. We need to let them know they cannot. Okay, America Cures. That's
we give
it.
them an audio.
You know what?
report?
America Cures, go home.
Correct.
That's it. We're cutting you off. All right, here's the next one. Let's see if Lowe's does any better.
Introducing Home Care Plus, a new subscription service from Lowe's that helps make life easier by giving members a hand with home maintenance. Let Lowe's tackle the tasks you keep meaning to do, like electric dryer vent cleaning, replacing hard-to-reach light bulbs, and more. Subscribe to Home Care Plus for just $99 a year and consider your to-do list done. Members get more at Lowe's. Available in select zip codes only. Cancel anytime. Non-refundable fee. Product purchase required. Terms and service restrictions apply. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
All right. We'll do the same order just because it'll be easy to keep those. Jillian.
Like a 7.5.
All right. 7.5. Charisse.
6.
Okay. So, all right. Miranda.
Mustard yellow.
Okay. Okay.
Right?
Mustard. Okay. Mustard yellow.
I like mustard.
This is funny. Yeah, it's mustard. I'm like, that's a good thing, I think. Okay. Angela.
8.25.
Whoa, Angela.
Wow.
Because I know AI is being too generous lately, but if I had to give it like the manual audiolytics score and a creative filter on it, I would say a 73.
68. So you're in the zone. 73.
Zone.
So I like that it started with their sound, even though I don't like their sound.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I know it's their sound. So then I'm like,
I just think that like
but then using rollout in a Lowe's commercial,
That's weird.
It's a little
weird.
for me, it's weird.
Yeah, it's a little pandering.
Well, it's.
I feel.
Maybe it's
I
just
know where they're
pandering.
running this ad.
Also, it's kind of hard to hear the actual message when you're
I
getting that.
couldn't.
There's a lot going on.
This
Yeah,
is what I was
yeah.
gonna say.
Busy.
The sound design is just a little too aggressive for my taste.
Yeah.
Like let the message sit for a second. Don't try and dilute it with the music.
Well, I was going to say, like, when you have a brand that's so well known, such as Lowe's, and everyone's just like, oh, yeah, I know what Lowe's is. Like, I think that when it's a company as big as that and as recognizable as that, I feel like they can kind of get away with doing what they want, being like, oh, let's just have a really fun song and people remember it's us and da-da-da. And, like, you don't really have to worry about how much the messaging is being digested because everyone knows what's at Lowe's. So I feel like they are on the side of like, let's just make it fun. Like we were all dancing.
It sounds cool, but like the actual message, like I feel like there's too much fluff. I don't believe that they're going to take care of all of those things in my home for $100 a year. That sounds crazy. And I feel like there should be...
You remembered a whole lot more than that message than I did.
Seriously. I was impressed.
I was like, that's a really good deal.
Yeah.
I was like,
why did this
get
run?
your gutters clean.
Wow.
Clean your air vents, whatever.
Yeah.
$99 a year. Like, what are you
That
talking
would have
about?
got me.
Like,
If I actually heard that, I was like, oh, I gotta go
I would
to
have been like,
Lowe's.
BS. Like, get out of my face.
I was just
But as soon as you heard the disclaimer, you're like, rules and restrictions apply. That's where they get you.
I didn't even hear it.
Yeah. Certain zip code.
I didn't hear anything.
I was just like, oh, it's Lowe's. I'm dancing. It's 30 seconds.
So to
Who
your
cares?
point, you need excess share of voice. So your share of voice has to be larger than your share of market in order to continue to grow. So to your point, massive advertisers, which all still advertise, lesson to everyone. They have to continue to have excess share of voice to continue to grow. Which
That's
to your
fair.
point, yeah, probably Lowe's can throw a ludicrous song on there and say there's a sale.
Yeah.
Joe Schmo can't.
No. they
It's
have to
not
work
saying
way
it's the best
harder.
ad in the world.
Yeah.
But it's way more forgiving for them to do that than Bambi.
Absolutely.
Totally.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when
Yeah.
we don't actually have to learn a new brand and like who they are and what they do.
Plus, I feel like, at least for me, it's like you grow up and you get sorted into Lowe's or Home Depot.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you never,
Other than
I'll
that's
never
it.
shop at Lowe's.
I'll never shop.
Yeah.
So that's
ever.
like,
Really?
no ad. would
Love
get-
Home Depot.
No,
I
I'm
went
Home
to
Depot.
Home Depot 3 times last week.
I don't care how many Lowe's commercials I hear. So they've got to
Yeah.
get a younger person to become a Lowe's customer. Okay.
Yeah.
To steal that.
Invigorating. Let's do the next two so we can get out of here because we want to respect Quest Pacifica located in Van Nuys, California. We want to respect their time. Okay, so here we go. Let's listen to the next two and then we'll kind of wrap it all up because these two are also household names.
Okay.
So we're going to go back to back. This is State Farm and it was on the Breakfast Club and then Pepsi's on the Toast. Okay, so here's State Farm from the Breakfast Club and then Pepsi on the Toast.
The wait was worth it. The keys to your dream home have been secured. Now comes the time to fill it with memories. But first, furniture and movers. When's the housewarming? Who's cooking? Or should you cater? All that planning can be stressful, but insuring your home shouldn't be. And that's where State Farm comes in. Because State Farm agents can help you choose the coverage you need. Just call, go online, or check out the app. An agent is ready to help, so you can focus on showing off your new home. If you know, you know. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Okay. And Pepsi.
Quince.com/toast. Today's episode is also brought to you by Pepsi Prebiotic Cola, now coming in 2 flavors. So if you're a Pepsi swirl, you love the Pepsi Cola, the taste of Pepsi, my favorite, they have a new product. And if you're looking for just like a soda that's delicious, but also maybe has a little prebiotic, a little extra, check out Pepsi Prebiotic Cola. It's a Pepsi that delivers because it has that unbeatable great Pepsi taste. It's delicious. It has 3 grams of prebiotic fiber, just 5 grams of sugar, 30 calories, and no artificial sweeteners. So it tastes just like the original Pepsi that you know and love. I've tried it. I've loved it. It comes in 2 flavors, the original cola and the cherry vanilla, which is a very personal choice. Like I said, I actually prefer the taste of Pepsi, so the original cola does work for me. My husband loves like a vanilla flavored beverage. So the cherry vanilla is one of his favorites. It's got that very like classic Americana diner flavor. Definitely pick some up if you haven't already. We do have a code. It's 20 prebiotic. That will get you 20% off of the Pepsi Prebiotic Cola when you buy it on Amazon from now until May 30th. So go out, try the Pepsi Prebiotic Cola today. Get a flavor of your choosing. Get both. Try them both. Share it with a friend and use code 20prebiotic, 20 PREBIOTIC to get 20% off Pepsi Prebiotic Cola when you buy it now on Amazon from now until May 30th. So go out and try Pepsi Prebiotic Cola today.
Okay, so the Pepsi one was actually a 60-second, and I think it's the only host read spot in the mix.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Okay, so State Farm, I'm guessing that was pre-recorded?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's for sure.
1,000%.
Okay, so what do you guys, can you remember, what would you grade State Farm and Pepsi back to back? State Farm, Pepsi.
2.9.
Okay, I'm right there with you. Charisse, what about you? State Farm, Pepsi.
I'm going to go with 7.8.
For
State Farm.
And
Okay.
Wow.
7.
For the toast.
Lower for Pepsi?
I
Wow.
will tell you why.
I'm intrigued, obviously. Yes.
Hunter Green.
Okay, wait, Hunter Green.
Yes.
Wait, for
For
State
State Farm, you're going with Hunter Green, which that color could go well with the State Farm red, maybe.
At first I
Christmas.
thought
Colors,
red,
Christmas.
but then it just kind of put me to sleep. And I was like, Hunter Green.
Okay.
Feels relaxing.
All right, Hunter Green. And then what about Pepsi?
Hot pink.
Oh, I think I know what the winner is. All right, Angela, what about you? State Farm, Pepsi.
State Farm 75%.
Oh, you're going up to full. Okay, all right.
I'm doing a full Audiolytics
All right,
score.
that's fine. Yeah.
Sorry, that's my brain.
No, that's great. Yeah, you're like, forget it. I'm just gonna do it.
I'll go straight to it.
No, I'm glad.
Wait, but I want to know your opinion, not what your Audiolytics score guess is, because that's a different game.
Well, it's both. It's layered in with both the Audiolytics score of what I know it could be, plus also my
And
own
plus your
personal,
brain ends
my
up
brain in
getting-
the listening to it. If you listen to that, when do you hear the word State Farm? 15 seconds in, I think. It felt like it was forever.
Let me see here. I've got the
please don't play it
scorecard.
again.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
You do want a nap?
I gotta drive home.
The keys are secured. Blah blah blah. State Farm. I mean, it's well into the third sentence in a paragraph,
Yeah.
so probably about 15 seconds.
I've
in.
already pushed skip, and I don't know what that ad was about.
Yeah.
So,
First 6 seconds is what Pierre Picard has to say.
yep.
Here in
Pull
our.
the data. Pull the data.
Yeah. Okay. What do you give Pepsi?
84.
84. Okay, let's see what Audiolytics gives it. 61% for State Farm, and for Pepsi Cola, we are sitting at a 92, which is kind of what I thought. Because it's got, and that's, you were right on the money there.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're 84. So if we put these in order, everybody saw Pepsi as the clear winner.
No.
Oh.
No.
Yes.
Charisse did.
Oh, no,
Charisse.
Charisse.
Okay,
Charisse
all right.
has a
No,
POV.
she won't.
I have a POV. I thought.
Yeah,
the
why did you
Pepsi-
grade State Farm higher than Pepsi?
Yeah, well, maybe I should have like leveled those out a little bit. But I mean, the bottom line is I did rate State Farm a little higher than everybody else. I just that is a very specifically targeted ad that only certain people are going to like understand and respond to. Like, where's the housewoman? Like, I just feel like that's going to get played on like rural radio.
State Farm was on Breakfast Club.
Yeah, State Farm was on
Pepsi was on the
Okay.
toast.
So you're slamming Pepsi. You were slamming Pepsi, not State Farm, right?
No, I'm not slamming Pepsi. I thought the Pepsi was great.
But you like
I
State
thought
Farm
so, too.
more.
But I thought that State Farm, they really leaned into, it was very clear who they were targeting, and they really leaned into that.
Which is
like,
why you graded it higher.
Yes.
Got it. Fine. That's
So the
a great.
targeting
Yeah.
You
is
have
kind
a
of
point
getting
of
the
view.
grade.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. All right.
Yes, the
so,
targeting was like, even though that, like, none of us, like,
Yeah.
we all wanted to fall asleep, but like, there's certain people who are gonna get that ad the way that it's delivered, and the way that it's phrased, and the what they are saying, and housewomen and cooking and all of that.
Wait,
stuff.
was Housewoman in Pepsi or in State Farm?
It's in State Farm.
State Farm was the one that talked about the house.
They're like, "Where's the housewoman doing the cooking?" And it was slow.
I'm learning
country.
on this
You're a
episode
great
of the
listener.
show. I don't listen to these ads very closely.
I know, I
You're
didn't
listening
catch
to
it
these
either.
ads really well.
Wow.
And
He said
honestly,
did you notice that? Yeah,
well,
Jillian, please.
that's what I was going to say about the context of the show matters so much.
Yes.
And the delivery of the ad means so much. I know for like Mint Mobile ad reads, when I do the onboarding, I literally say, use the copy as a guideline. You know your audience way better than we do. You know how to get them excited and engaged about something way better than we do. So we totally trust you. Have fun with it. And I think that to Charisse's point, it's like, we don't listen to that show. So I would be curious to see how the ad performed.
Yes.
And then for the toast, like, that is a almost entirely female skewing millennial targeted show.
Quintessentially an ad in that show.
And if she's talking enthusiastically about paint drying, like, that audience is gonna love it and eat it up and be like, oh my god, you're so right, the paint drying is so fun
Yes,
to watch.
it did feel very much like itself.
Yeah, so I think coming from just how you deliver anything, it really goes to the show. And like, you can give a show the best copy ever, but if they deliver it super monotone, like if Matt and Shane's secret podcast is going, oh my god, you guys, you will never guess what I just got in the mail. All of their listeners are going to go, what the hell is that? Like, that's not what our hosts sound like.
Like, Pepsi's a whole 5 grams of sugar and only 3 grams of prebiotic fiber, but yet you guys want to buy it still.
Wow.
See, I didn't even listen to that.
What I picked up was like the classic
You're
American
a good
diner.
listener.
She
She is a good listener. But
Like,
is
really?
the layman that good of a listener?
Is the listener that good of a listener is what you're saying?
I said is the layman, like
Sharice
the
is the
person
best
not
listener.
in advertising.
No,
Listening
Sharice is
closely.
by far the best listener I've had on Ad Infinitum.
Yeah.
So you're an outlier. Oh,
What's the prize?
massively.
Right?
Get a pair of
rich
AirPods.
Glory,
Right.
glory, honor,
Bragging rights.
bragging rights. Okay, so in general, we agree. Pepsi's number one, though. I hear your point for
Yeah.
State Farm.
No, I do agree Pepsi is number one.
When you bring up some point, you do agree Pepsi's number one.
Yes, I just think that I
But
understand.
you're making a case for State Farm.
Yeah, I'm making a case.
All right, so we all feel good about that, and then we would probably all want to put Lowe's in front of America Cures. Audiolytics put America Cures in front of Lowe's, which I can see. I mean, we're splitting hairs here, but nevertheless, we see a gap between.
I am
There's a
always like
sentiment
going
nuance.
off of like, well, how do they make me feel? Because that's the old saying, like, people don't remember what you said to them, but they remember how you made them feel. And so that's how I always judge ads is like, okay, the everyday person driving to work isn't working in audio advertising looking for the same things I am.
Exactly.
So like, how did this ad make me feel at the end? Oh, that was fun. Great. Good ad. Like,
So you feel good about that Pepsi ad?
I do. I feel good.
Yeah.
I feel like it was clear. There's so much personalization in it. She was clearly talking to her audience who like knows her husband and like knows all these things.
It was a host read.
Yeah, it was a host read.
Yeah, it was a
That's the
host
other
read.
sad part as I keep doing this
The
is
host
more
reads
and
are
more
going-
it's produced spots.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the ad breaks are really full. Okay, so rapid fire, your advice to the people who are responsible to make the dollars work in the channels that Oxford Road works in. After listening to this show, what is your advice, guys? We'll start with Jillian.
I was going to say, if you're investing in host read, I would say trust your host to talk to their audience.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
The host knows. Sharice.
I would say along the same lines as host read, don't be so overly prescriptive. We talk about that a lot. And Jillian brought it up, trust your host to, speak to their audience because they know them best and they know how to speak to them. So with your ads, don't put so much guardrails on it so that it loses the spirit of like that host personality.
Okay, good.
I mean, 3 of the 4 ads were just awful. Like, are people even listening to them?
They were like
or are they just like, okay, we're
Yeah,
done and
because
ship it off in the
skipping.
production
So
line?
you
They
hate
were
the color hunter green?
They were black. They were
Made me
mustard
sleep.
yellow.
Wait, she hates the
It made
color
me
hunter
rage.
green.
No, it made me go to sleep.
I love Hunter.
That's
Green.
it. Me too.
Oh
It
my
makes
god.
me- I
Miranda,
never
I
realized.
do listen. I don't.
Like,
I want to stop. Like, I do wonder if anybody's listening to them.
I mean,
Nobody
Yeah.
cares.
right. It shows.
Nobody cares.
That's sad.
Hey, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Shows.
We get it so
And-
so bombarded with
Well,
them.
and not only that, but like, don't the hosts have some, like, have integrity? Like, don't you care about your listener experience? Like, these are the ads that you're letting in your show.
So, what's your advice?
Care more
Who are you
Yeah.
talking to? The people that make
to
the
the
ad?
brands,
To
the
the
people
brands.
that right. Well, and the
What
host.
would
And
it
the
look like to
host,
care
yeah.
more?
And the host.
Absolutely.
What would it look
They
like to
care
Do
care
more
more
more?
due
money, though.
diligence. Like, are you even listening to your ads before you ship them off the production line?
Also,
All right.
Yeah.
understand what shows you're investing
Correct.
in.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're wanting this really lively ad read, then investing in like
Yes.
Today Explained isn't going to get you that,
Right.
But the toast would.
Right.
So
Yeah. And know your
That's a good
audience, right?
point.
Because there are ways that and we work with partners where we can take a host ad and do like a run of network. Like not all non-host reads are ads. Like, in fact, they perform very well, oftentimes more efficiently, but you've got to know how to use them correctly.
Now we're
And
talking.
these individuals clearly did not. It's just
Care
sad.
more.
Care more.
Angela.
I would say don't let your brand guidelines stop you from making a good message because sometimes a brand gets in front of itself, trips, and then it creates an ad that frankly is either doing too much or doing too little. And the message is not written for a human, it is written for the brand itself.
And I almost feel like that's what you hear in the Lowe's one and the America Cures is I can guarantee the people that did it went to bed at night going, we did it, boss.
No, you
I
didn't.
did the brief.
No, you didn't.
I did it. I did it to the, well, I'm making your point.
Yeah.
If they did it to the blueprint, but the blueprint sucks.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying, right? Okay. How would you summarize that in a point?
Aren't you the creative expert?
I'm super collaborative though.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
you're
I
right.
want like the whole team involved.
That's what Stu's learned today is that he needs to be more collaborative.
Yes. And to stop taking things so personally.
Yeah.
That's been my problem all these years.
Yeah. Therapy.
How would you? Thank you. How would you? Oh yeah, that's what it said. Don't let the brand guidelines get in the way of
the message.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yes. Oh, you have one. You have a closing.
One more.
Please.
Maybe.
Bell bonus. Let's go.
Consider the medium. We are in the business of audio ads. So many advertisers and brands come in and they're like, well, we do this on, CTV, and we do this on linear TV, and we do this on,
OTT.
display. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
It's not the same. And you need to adapt your creative accordingly.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
There's a reason we have brands guidelines, but we also have, where's that chat? Or where you had that thing that you sent this morning? It was the yeah.
Oh, I want that, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah, you can get your copy.
Where can I get it,
This
Stu?
is Audio Active.
Link in
Let me
bio.
see. This is Pierre Bouvard, Chief Insights Officer at Cumulus Media Westwood One. And I like the studies we've been putting out. You'd mentioned Orbit, that we've been putting out from Orbit. And you brought this point up earlier, Jillian, about performance. And that is really the key piece because it is amazing. I remember years ago, we did a comparison for MeUndies. Remember going down to their office? Do you remember like every week?
I miss that.
So we would go down to their office and we had to like put on a dog and pony show every week.
Oh, yeah.
Remember how intense that was?
Well, I didn't go to the office, but
thought
I
you
was
came
part.
with us.
No, I put in the work for that though.
Oh, we'd
No,
all
but I
drive
didn't.
down together and the
Yeah, no,
guy's
I
like got
didn't.
his dog.
It's probably because I was up till 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. doing
Dude.
whatever you were
Was it all
presenting.
men in the car?
Funny you say that.
Way to bring this back full circle.
Funny that you
I
did all the
love
work
it.
and then you.
Oh, you're gonna make me sad, Infinitum. Man, all right. Well, so what we do is we put up five. You would have loved this. We put up like 5 air checks, and then it was for radio, but it was a match market test. And we were we were doing local radio.
Yep.
So we had match markets of like, they're weird cities, but you guys would know better. I guess you all would. Is like Tampa and Denver are the same. So it's something like that, right?
Yeah.
So it's like Cleveland, Tampa, Denver. So you had like 4 radios, like same DJs, same, everything's the same as it could be. And then 4 different reads, and then I had the performance. And those reads were like, some of them were like, check out my MeUndies, man, it's crazy, they're so bright, blah, 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 and snap, wow, you should see it. And another guy's like, MeUndies has a new Pride pattern that you can pick up June only. In June, get your MeUndies
that will
Pride.
perform better.
Keith Haring.
Sometimes,
So then, and they go, and then it's
sometimes.
like, that's the one that's at 127% to goal.
Yeah.
The one where the guy's like, yeah, be there. Is it 23% to goal?
Yeah.
But I'm reluctant to say that because it's like, it's like the lesson there isn't that's meaningless, everything's meaningless. It's just like, you need to know what the performance is. And I don't think it ever hurts for a person to personalize.
No.
Please
personalize.
Yeah.
You have
Yes.
to. It's your show. It's your podcast. These people are listening to you do the. I think that's the biggest thing is like we have to remember why we got so excited with host-read ads in the first place.
Correct.
Is like, oh, we have this message and we want to reach these people, but they all listen to this guy. So let's just have this guy read the message. And I feel like that's being lost.
Yes. You can hear it in these ads.
Exactly. So.
But not even read the message. Give the testimonial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Don't read the message.
Yeah.
Give your honest
Yeah, it's
testimonial.
tell your story. It's the most powerful words in the lexicon of advertising are, I use this and you should too.
Yeah.
And now there's even the Bill Burr
Look at that
vinyl.
reveal.
You like that?
I'm sad to
But
miss
how
the next
cool
one.
is this? This is the best of advertising, Monday Morning Podcast, and bringing it all back around to Orbit. He did a post, or somebody on the network, it wasn't Bill Burr, but somebody did a post about how he had ranked on the Orbit ranker.
Yeah.
Was having the best performance.
Yeah.
And then to release a best of ads vinyl?
I mean,
So I'm doing this on the next episode, Ad Infinitum. No, I'm doing this on the next episode. So thank you guys. Okay, so for the people that are responsible for the dollars that work with you, they need to trust their hosts. They need to not be overly prescriptive. They need to care more, not let the brand guidelines get in the way of the message, and consider the medium. I think those are all great ways to approach making your dollars work harder in audio, because we just want the ads to work, right?
Indeed.
Yep.
All right, let me read us out. I'm going to read out this last thing. Podscribe. Oh, wait. Thank you, guys. Thank you all for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thanks for
This was really
Happy
cool.
to be here.
We should do this again.
I would like to do it again.
Yeah, let's do it.
I can't believe it. I think Femfinitum is the way to go. I don't even want to call it Femfinitum.
Female is the way.
It's, hey,
Let them speak.
Let her talk.
I'm telling
Let her
you.
talk.
Okay. Yes. I mean, I have 2 daughters. It's been cool. It's very cool. I'm very proud of them.
That's karma right
I
there.
was going to say.
It's
came
very
from
cool.
A all
No,
boy
it is.
Family.
They say like when you come from a family where it's primarily like males in your family and you have daughters, that's your karmic destiny serving you.
Well, it's been the greatest gift of my life.
Aw.
Having them. They're amazing. I love them deeply. And if you want to dig deeper. Sorry. All right. And if you want to dig deeper into the ads we reviewed today, you can go to podscribe.com/adinfinitum. That's a custom Podscribe demo for Ad Infinitum listeners and viewers. It'll give you a clear view into what's actually running in market right now across podcast streaming and beyond. But if you want to know the performance, come on down the road to the old Oxford Road to see about that and our latest Orbit reports. And if you've got aspects of audio advertising you'd like us to discuss or suggestions for a guest on the show or want to be a guest, please email stu@oxfordroad.com. And until our next show, remember to have fun making the ads work.